cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell her, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living one manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard, just so I can say I told you so. I told you so.
I told you so. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome back, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. This is my sweet perspective where I give my take on all things TV and movie related. Y'all know I'm here to put you on, right? And we are back to talk episode 4, Divorced Sistas. Child, I've been calling these the divorced divas all day. I did a video about Rico, a little short, and said divorced divas, had to edit myself. But of course, I'm not here alone. Y'all see her, y'all love her. Tyra over at Struggle Reviews TV. How are you? And are you ready to get into this episode, honey? Because stuff was happening over here.
Is coffee hot? Hell yeah, I'm ready to get into this episode. Let's go. Cause
That
why?
coffee wasn't. That coffee wasn't. That
We're gonna
coffee was
pretend it
lukewarm,
was.
right?
For
It was.
storyline's sake. We're gonna pretend it was hot, Ashley.
Oh my gosh, but we are not. We're going to dive right in. Shout out to the people who are already in the building. Let me speak and say hello and show my good home training. Anakin Not Vader says, "What's up? What's up, Anakin? How you doing? I hope you're having an amazing Friday." The coffee burned that lady that bad. Listen.
Sure
Hey,
did.
sister. Hola, sisters. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing well and having a beautiful Friday. Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. All right. And so let's get into it. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor and writes out all my. Okay. We're going to stop. But I want to know from you, Tyra, overall thoughts on episode 4. And I think this episode was entitled Line in the Sand. What did you think?
Girl, this episode was wild. This was a wild episode. Like, it was very hot and cold with emotions. Everybody was just a whole mess. Naomi was a mess. Her ex-husband was a mess. She burned that lady with that coffee. Everybody's relationship is just toe up from the flow up. And I know at least one of them doesn't seem like it has to be. And we're going to get to that half up. But at least it moved. It definitely had more emotion and nuance. Then look, Ashley. Then the episode prior. So I'm here for it. We got some motion and we got some shock and awe. And because you were there, I cackled.
I mean, this was like Tyra said last night. This would have been great reactionary material because one thing about it, love him or hate him, Tyler Perry is going to try to gag the girls every single time. And I must say, well, I can't lie. When they brought the coffee pot to the table, I had a feeling, I had an inkling, and I said that's not a great idea. But after it sat there for 20 minutes of the episode, Tyra, I said surely that coffee's not hot anymore. That's what I thought. But overall, thoughts about the episode. I mean, it was par for the course. I wasn't astounded by it, and there's some redundancy. But again, this is what we're dealing with. I feel like, and my good sis Joanne was in the comments and she said, Tyler throws characters on us and expects us to know who these people are without telling us who they are. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like. It's like you expect us to understand this deep-rooted friendship, and I still don't get it because I don't know why anyone is friends with Naomi. I still don't know, Tyra.
We gonna talk about Naomi.
Easing on down the road. Again, it's episode 4, Line in the Sand. Naomi lashes out in response to her ex-husband ultimate act of disrespect, and Rashida and Pastor Jefferson have a moment of hurtful truths, y'all, whatever that means, because to me they were talking in circles. But let's get into it. Y'all know we will go character by character, and then we will kind of go into the events of the episode. So starting right here with the Passa and the First Lady, Rashida. You think every man and woman want me? You cost me $5 million. Hell no, I'm not opening your door. That's what the couple gave. You know what I mean? It gave sit down and shut up, Rashida. And Rashida gave that's my friend, Jefferson. That's my friend, and I love her. And I don't care what it causes, the church, you, me, or the police. I'm going to stand beside her. And
Hmm.
again, I can get being down from day one for your girlfriends. However, we don't know that to be true. I don't know that these people are really friends, Tyra, other than what they're acting like. You know what I'm saying? I don't get the sisterhood, Tyra.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But talk to me about Rashida and Jefferson. Jefferson don't like this lady. I don't know if he ever liked this lady.
Girl.
I'm annoyed by you. Why is you here? I like, what are you doing next to me? Get off me. Did he ever like her?
Who him downstairs? Who him downstairs? Devon, who is him downstairs next to you so excited? It gives Loveless. This is exactly what we thought it was. Like, there's nowhere to go with these couples. It's like divorce already. Girl, he hates you.
They're
the
stinking
the
guts.
disdain and disrespect that was allowed here on Rashida's part, courtesy of her husband, it just gives like, girl, I don't give a damn. It's all about the church. It's all about appearances, and it's all about money, which you made me lose some, even though I knew at this moment before she even said it. You really thought he was going to give you 5 mil, bro? Please, this was just an
Mm-mm.
excuse to really not hand it to you.
Extra food.
Like, the way he allowed that man to talk to her this episode, the long car ride, to the hospital, even the way that they interacted at this table. You cannot sit and tell me that these people ever liked each other. And this is the loving couple.
Mhm.
Like, I get that it's divorced sisters, but if they're not already divorced when we meet them, you need to at least have us know, like, okay, this is why we're married. This is why I keep that man. This is why, because clearly she says we wouldn't have none of this if it wasn't for me. I'm the one who fronted the money for the church in the first place. I'm the one, like, I'm pretty much the one holding the glue
Right.
together, even down to that little heifer coming on down saying that you was trying to take advantage of her. I'm the glue. So do I really need you? You're just, the pastor, you're the fronting, you're the man. It's nowhere to go but down. And I'm like, let's get to the divorce. Because baby, he don't like you. But all of the back and forth and what do you need? You always, here you go, you always. We're always doing something because clearly this man has not been faithful all of their marriage. And I'm just waiting to see was it with just man or man and women? Because clearly you sneaking with the deacon on the low.
You know what? I'm still not receiving that yet. I'm a wait and see. I think that's what they want us to believe, but I'm not sure we're going down that path. We might now. Like I said, I don't run anything by Tyler, but I don't know. I don't know if we going down through there. But easing on down the road, Geneva didn't do much this episode to me. Just being jealous and still playing in Ron Rico, aka William's face. You didn't do too much, girl. And gosh, it was just the looks of disdain, the hanging up in that man's face after he tell you he love you on the telephone so you can go spy on Tiffany and Javon. Geneva, go take several seats, please, girl. You too fine to be acting like this about this man who's not your husband. Girl, take care of home first. Has no one ever taught you that? It's beyond me that in the midst of her client being arrested for assault, between her husband pining away and this child that's not her husband's child, her main focus is the conversation happening between Javon and Tiffany. That is insanity for a grown woman, in my opinion. Because girl, was it that good? Was Javon doing something so deep, Tyra,
Said.
that she can't even think straight? Because girl, and she's not trying to hide it. It's clear. Even Stevie Wonder could see it, right? Talk to me about Geneva this episode, Tyra.
Girl, you got one Rico over there waiting to run your bath with a F, your
Just
bath water.
just
Like, I don't get it. Like, when you have these interactions and you have William and this man that she's pandering after, it is like apples to oranges. Even like the seething, slithering ass energy that man gives off, it's nothing that I'm gonna sought after, that I want to hump, that I'm gonna give up my marriage for. So when you have her like panning and can we just focus on the task at hand? I don't want to. You don't need to wait up for me. Like, girl, who pissed in your Cheerios? Please, I don't know. It just really makes her look inadequate to, uh, or at least like she's pivoted something with William's character that we just haven't seen yet. But
Mhm.
she looks like an idiot. She looks like an idiot, and she looks like a bad friend because
Mhm.
what we're not going to do is sit here and be jealous of Tiffany and act like she's, oh, girl, yeah, you're competition. Girl, get out of my face. We already don't think y'all friends, and you're not doing the show any freaking favors. I'm still waiting on her to pull that lady to the side and say, this is not what you think it is, and he is playing in your face. The fact that you haven't says a lot about your character, Geneva. I think she diabolical.
I do too. I don't trust her, don't like her character. I don't know if there's redemption for her. Over here, finally, we have Naomi, and that face that she's making in that background picture is exactly what I thought of her. You goofy. So you about to go to jail, and you about to let this man play you out of your bag. This was the dumbest stuff I've ever seen in my whole life. I don't know. I want to know from the chat who is feeling Naomi, who is on Naomi's side and thinks that she is justified and right in her actions, because I'm
Naomi.
so disappointed in her. I don't know what to do. Like I said, that man wouldn't hear from me again. Take the pain. Do whatever you need to do, sir. I'm gonna be over here chilling. Let me go buy me an island. I have $37 million and I'm pressed about this little infidel and his tramp of a wife. Like I could give two dams, and I just don't get this deep down like cause for retribution and revenge. And I get they're trying to villainize her ex-husband in this episode. It still wasn't enough for me to sacrifice the bag. Tyra, talk to me about Naomi and her
Baby,
drunk self.
Tyler stripped Naomi of every ounce dignity, some type of strong character fronts for us to really side with her. Because let's not act like Franklin is anybody's prize. It's like, okay, yeah, you're beyond an asshole. You're low key evil. Like you're a bad man. She has every reason to be plexed, but when you have her show up belligerent and drunk and incoherent and sloppy, and she validated every single thing that was negative that everybody had to say about her this episode, and I hated
Mhm.
that. I hated that. I was like, this was not cute. It was embarrassing. And I'm like, if we're gonna have her be our Bernadine, because that's what she's supposed to be,
Mm.
come on. Like, why would you have her show up like this in this way? Or at least have her show up, okay, well, whatever. But I'm gonna sober up real quick with this coffee and handle my business here as a woman, as a lady. Let's go. Girl. It's like put her away. Put her somewhere and have her be set, because this isn't safe for anyone. I don't know what we are supposed to be rooting for with Naomi. This was just really embarrassing.
It was, and I'm not rooting for her at all. I could care less about her character, and I hate that because I want to care.
Me too.
Meanwhile, we have over here Bridget, still the help with curtsies and all. Because when she said, "Could you go get that
Curse.
coffee?" and she curtsied, she dipped down. I said, "Oh, she really the help. All right, thank you." And all asked William for help in their relationship. I just Bridget, girl. So now we know this is a May December relationship. Not only is he a bum, he's a much younger bum, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so she's, why am I in this situation? Why am I not? And of course, they tried to lean into this idea that he's so virile, I guess, and he puts it down. So she fell in love. It's still not communicating or giving that, in my opinion. Bridget, I want more for your character, baby, but they keep making you the help, and I can't see beyond it. Tyra, talk to me about Bridget.
Girl, what's it? Bridget, coffee. Bridget,
Yeah,
Bridget.
it was now.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
oh, what was the curtsy for?
Yes, ma'am.
I was like, are they royalty? What are you doing? Girl, stand up. We're still in between that rock and a hard place with Bridget's character. You ain't gonna sell it to me that video game player was putting it down on you so hard that we just gone. In the moment we give them anything in the relationship, they snatch it right back to let us know, like, she's sick of him. She's sick of him. What am I doing? I'm low key embarrassed. I Between that and her standing within the friends group, it's shameful. It's shameful because I don't know where they're gonna take her from here. I really hope that they shed some light on Bridget, because there's promise here, and I know we'll get to it. But I really enjoyed the moment that we had her and William conversing in the little car ride. It was cute. I like that. But like, these roles here are only, what you make it, and you guys aren't giving Bridget anything but the help. And I don't want to be the help in the friends group.
No, these are supposed to be sisters. You're my sister. You know what I mean? And It's not giving that. And the way they even spoke to her, I was like, oh, like you are the help. Like they don't look at you as an equal. It's like, no, get up and do this, get up and do that, go run fetch it, is what it gave. And I'm just like, I don't see it. I don't see it for the dynamic. The only person that treated her like an equal or peer was William in that car
William.
ride home. That was the first time we saw a genuine conversation where there was mutual care, going into it. And that's unfortunate because it's supposed to be sisters, right? Tiffany, we have over here, still a real one. The
Oh
only
yeah.
one who bid to help Naomi. So after all that, after Naomi called you sexless and prude and all of those things,
Sexist
she
is
was still
wow.
the only one to raise her paddle, which I thought was very, very telling. But we had said this in episode 3 that she is really the only friend to everyone in the group. It doesn't matter. She's going to stand on big business behind her girls. And so I see the spirit of sisterhood in her, honey, but I don't see it in the other heifers. Tyra, talk to me about Tiffany this
Yeah,
episode.
we spoke on Tiffany last time. I knew that this was going to be Tiffany.
Mhm.
She was the only one last episode who really stood up when, whole white woman sat down at the table like, yeah, you're not going to talk about my friend. Yeah, those jewelry tones, they look better on, a good almond colored, black
Woman
skin.
too.
She was holding it down for the friend, and even here at the auction in the moment. And I know it's vice versa. I know if this was a situation and it was reversed and Geneva was in her position, she would definitely tell Geneva what was going on. So as far as the sisterly bond, Tiffany is a real one in that aspect, and I'm glad that we have at least one person here who's a real one.
That's all I said, right? So now let's get into the events of episode 4 because the majority of it took place at this church fundraiser, right? And so we knew that at the end of episode 3 that Naomi got there drunk and belligerent. Bring me coffee. Drunk and a fool, enabled by her girlfriends, because not at any point were they serious about getting her out of the room, saying, Naomi, let me take you home. You're not yourself. Sis, this is not a good look. Let me, whatever. Because in my mind, a sister, a friend is going to bring correction. They're going to look out for the best interest of you and that bag. And for me, Geneva being her attorney and Rashida being the passer, I mean, between the two of them, one of them should have been able to convince her to step on out. You should have enough respect for your pastor girlfriend to say, sis, I know this is your event. I'm so sorry. My emotions got out of hand. But
Yeah.
it's Tyra, it's just so unreal. I don't have any friends in any friend group I've had in any period of my life that would have allowed this from me. They'd have been like, Ashley, bring your, like, get up. You know what I mean? And I don't think they put up enough of an effort. This was really disturbing, but it also let me know why Naomi continues to carry on this way. This has to have been permissible from her with
Yeah.
them.
Oh, girl, the way I would have packed Naomi out of there on my back. Girl would have snatched her. Girl, get out of here. The bag is the most important thing here. That's the bag and your reputation is the most important thing here. Like, baby, let's go. Like your dignity. Girl, get up. I would have got her out of here. Baby, I would have met her at the door.
Yeah, come on.
But this is the same group that heard her belligerent over the phone. And, all right, girl, as long as you're going home, we're going to go and let you drive there. So there's that. That same chutzpah and breath that we have Rashida have later when she's standing on business because she's my friend. And he did that. He did all that. He was trying to piss her off. All the more reason to get her out of there.
Mm-hmm.
All the more reason, to pick her up, like take her somewhere. Like they all just kind of sat here, and it was giving like we're trying to be on your side, good sis, but we're tired of you too. Like this
Mm-hmm.
is the fourth function that you showed up and you it's like expected, and we have to coddle and coast and oh we already know what to do, like get her coffee, like let's just sober her up, like it was. But you can't show me this and you guys are kind of sick and tired, but in the same breath she's our friend. And I'm gonna no, because I would have got my friend out of here, and I would have saved her bag, especially not just as her friend, but as her attorney.
That's what I'm saying.
As her attorney, what we're not gonna do is that. I don't know. And this went on for way longer than it needed to. I know Tyler don't know when to leave a shot, but it's a choice and a hardship to play belligerent in a scene for that amount of time.
Long.
So it kept increasing and going up and going back down, and we have to go from one extreme to the next. I think we did a disservice to Naomi's character also to have her kind of in that state for so long. I didn't. It was funny, and then it wasn't. It was funny until it wasn't.
Yeah. But y'all, that's the way them drunk people be in real life. It's funny till it's not funny, girl, because go somewhere and lay down. But
Mm.
now we have the great white hope and the disrespect of black women because Tyler can't have a property. He can have a property, a show, a movie, a commercial without a black woman being disrespected and put down. And in this situation, the great white hope is right there co-signing everything her raggedy husband says about this black woman at a table full of black women and men. And what was so telling was that none of the black men, not even my Ron Rico, stood
Nobody.
up and said a thing like, "Man, this ain't the time, plays." None. Nobody stood up, and that was very telling to me. And I hate that that seems pervasive in the culture. That when there's not really a ton of accountability between men, and I hate that. And clearly in this one, if we're looking at this episode in this show, not a ton of accountability between black women either. What did you think about the Great White Hope and the consistent disrespect of black women?
I hated this. I hated this. Everybody just sat there, and he went on and went on this. It was one thing, what he said at the table, and then he went on to double down on in a room full of people with his speech about how much
Mhm.
this black woman is just the bane of his existence, and now that I'm with this white woman, it's so much better, and she's everything
Better.
that you could have never been. Everybody just sat there. I was like, Tyler, please. What we're not going to do is let this pink lip demon disrespect nobody at this table. That's what we're not going to do. Like, we're not going to let Salt and Pepper act up like this. And he was able to do it. And it's just like, well, we got old pastor here. He's under the guise. Well, I ain't going to say too much. He about to front some money from the church. He rich. I'm trying to get that bag. I guess Geneva and the crew, they're just so wrapped up in trying to keep Naomi at bay and also kind of wrapped up in being whatever. And then you have Tiffany wrapped up in the man. So we really weren't paying attention enough to just check him. No, he should have been checked. He should have been checked. I don't know why he wasn't, but it stings that we have to have this type of behavior in a room full of black men, and nobody said anything. Not only when he
Nobody.
lifted up his preference, of course, but when he decided to degrade not just Naomi but the other women. Like,
Mhm.
aren't y'all married? Do y'all care? Don't seem like
Mhm.
it.
Not at all. That's what it gives. And I don't know beauty named Brandy. It was definitely unnecessary because we get the point. You know what I mean? Something if it's understood, it don't need to be spoken, right? Can Tyler do one movie or show without a man disrespecting a black woman? I don't think he can. It's his
It
bread
was
and
so
butter.
harsh. It felt personal. Like, who are you writing this for?
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
there's like this whole influx right now, especially in the content creation space of rage baiters. And I think
Mhm.
Tyler wants to elicit visceral reactions and emotions from Black women who are his biggest support. And I think that's why he does it. He wants Black women to get mad and angry and upset because we act in support emotionally, right? Like, oh,
Yeah,
so when the revenge comes, it's going to be sweet and it's going to be like this payoff in it.
girl.
But not counting the cost, unfortunately. Um, but easing on down this road, we don't have to spend too much time here. I just had to point it out because he always in every scene, but not saying or doing nothing. So what does this man want? Well, I will go first.
Pastor.
I don't think he wants the pastor. I think he's got an ulterior motive, but I
Mm.
don't know what it is. They say his wife was at the table. I said, where was his wife? Because
Where?
she wasn't spending no time. And I didn't see his wife, but he got a wife, but he's so pressed and concerned about the pastor, seemingly. But it's got to be something like underneath the surface. So if you could guess anything else, but he's the pastor's secret lover, what do you think his motivation could be? Because I think that's low
Oh,
hanging fruit. And I think we can do better than that.
do we know who we're talking about here? Low hanging fruit. It's definitely giving pastor. Like, I don't know if the pastor's reciprocating it or not, but that does seem like that's what it's here for. And via that car ride home, it seems like if it's not from him, it's something that he's entertained or reciprocated before. I don't
Mhm.
know. That's just what I would love to subvert it and be like, oh, we thought he was over there. He low key trying to see what Rashida be like. I don't know. I don't know, but it doesn't give that. It gives lady in waiting. I don't know. That's just what it is. Even how he kept trying to pull her off. I told you to go home with such and such. Well, why are you worried about him? He was there with his wife. Like, I'm not. He's not checking for me. Like, what is this marriage? What is this farce?
Mm.
It seems like he's been. If he's not, if it's not just a strictly where he's sleeping with men, then he's, equal opportunity. But he's definitely doing something. This man ain't hanging around for nothing.
Mm. Looking so concerned every second. Are you okay? This woman back scorched and he checking on the pastor's hand, like, oh, did it get you? You okay? Get away from
No,
me,
did
man.
you see? Did you see that moment last episode where Rashida, when she was like, she was coming back to the table and she looks at him. She said, "Did you sip my drink?" Like he was in her seat, like drinking her
Oh,
drink. Like, and
oh
she's like, "Did you drink?" Yeah, she's like,
no.
"What the hell did you slip my drink? Like, what are you doing? You're not the pastor's wife."
Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. Easing on down the road, though, we get up here to this painting. And this is when the full villainy arrives, right? Because Tyler has to let us know that this light-skinned man is a menace to society, is a spawn of Satan, and is doing his father's business, the devil's business, right? And I just said they really want us to hate him, but was this enough? Because again, he got up there, and of course, he took the painting, he absconded with it. This was her brother's painting, who apparently was drug addicted and passed of a heroin overdose.
You sick,
And
girl.
so, of course, he goes up there and airs it out. My wife, she was hell. She tried to ruin my life. And, I got this painting in the divorce, and it was her brother. Her brother was a crackhead, and he died of the crack. And so now I'm going to sell this
Of the
painting
crack,
for,
Ashley.
yeah. Yeah, and so now I'm going to sell this painting for $5, or just for you only, you alone, Naomi. You can pay me $37 million for it, and you can get it back. But again, a humiliation ritual. Let me get up here and just embarrass her. And again, even with all that, even talking about the dead brother, taking the painting, selling it, doing all of the things, it's still, to me, I was like, oh, okay. But is that enough to risk your $37 million bag, Tyra? Was it enough?
No, like, first of all, he got these things so quickly. Like, yep, get it on out of our house, off a wall, and down to the auction. Sold to the man with braids in his hair. He got the earrings on the wife's neck and on the ear. Like, he put. I was like, you just got these things from out of her house, but okay. Got the earrings. She's wearing it. We got the painting off the wall. Um, this mess here and the embarrassment of it all. Yeah, she came from nothing. She got on my nerves. She's a hateful ass wench. Then her brother, she loved her brother with his crackhead ass, that dope addict. He's like, for $10 in a fix. Say, can we, Tyler, please, Tyler, please. And, just to make it all cute, because I know how much she loves her brother. I'm gonna start the bidding off at $5 funky ass. Like, this was late. This was so dry and so mean spirited. But like I said, it didn't do Naomi any favors for her character, because she validated every single thing these people had to say as to why they no longer wanted her in the space. And then what we want for her is, and what she seems to care about the most is, you're not getting everything. This man wants to not only break you and embarrass you, but take the money. And you're
Mm-hmm.
literally handing it to him. At this point, I was like, okay, hooray for Tiffany. And she was like, I'm going to start it at whatever. But the moment he brought it up to 5, I was like, you know what, baby, just chill. Let's just leave it alone, and let's just walk away, because clearly he is trying to connive and get this money from underneath you. And the moment we got off the stage, after everything he had to say about her to try to belittle her, and we have to belittle her while she's in here causing corruption and being drunk and being all loud and outside. Like, all right. I was mad, because I was like, okay, finally, at least it's over and her money's safe. And then,
Yeah.
we got what we got after this.
Yeah, we went over there. But of course, before that, right, we have this moment where Javon comes in, I guess like a Captain Save-A-Ho, and appealing to her vanity and says, let me take your picture, Naomi, and that'll make it all better. What the
First
hell was
weirdo.
this, Tyra?
Weird.
So,
He's
so this
weird.
was just so we can see Geneva get jealous and Tiffany even get jealous. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can take my picture, just
Me.
mine alone. Alone. I was not enthused. Javon, sit down and shut up. Check that man. Check that man. Let's not worry about taking Naomi's picture. Let's check that man. Like, I don't care about that. Like, oh, you're drunk right now, but let me take your picture, honey. That'll make it better. Tyra, explain that to me.
Even though outward it was supposed to be giving, let me take some of the sting out of the situation and distract poor drunk belligerent Naomi so she doesn't embarrass herself or anybody else even further and be all loud at this church. This is the church function where y'all was selling the oldest Bible in the world. Girl, please. But it's like, yeah, it has to lean into, I'm no photographer, but I do. What do you mean? What do you mean, weirdo? I take pictures. Yeah, you're all these beautiful women at this table. What? I don't want you to take any pictures of me, you weird. Oh, weird, weird, weird. Yeah, Geneva know about the pictures I've taken. I've taken plenty of pictures of her.
Pictures of
Show
her.
them to him sometimes.
I got her.
Girl, what kind of pictures, Geneva? Like it was gross behavior. It was cheap, and I really want Tiffany to see this for what it is. But she's whisked away. She's on the mountaintop.
Girl,
She
she
just
like,
had a
this
Yorkie patty and everything. Girl, she lived her best life. So it's gonna take some time for her to wake up, like Geneva waking up and saying something to her. But this was slime. I didn't like how he was all like, I could take pictures of you sometime. And I was like,
like,
no, ew, get away from me, weirdo. No.
and that'll make it better. That's what I was like. Oh, what is the point? So now this is the part that got me, child, because we threw a lukewarm pot of coffee on this heifer's back, and the way she flounders before she falls on
Like
the
a
floor and seizes.
this is like a fish on dry land for the first time.
That's what a fish called Wanda. She said,
Girl.
but yeah, the girls were gagged. She got Jefferson in the arm apparently, and they speared her away. Get her out of here. And this is when you want to get her out of here.
Yeah,
But
now.
before this happened, when you saw she was clearly inebriated, you saw Franklin going in, I would have probably gotten her, especially when he got on, started talking about the brother, and they already knew where it was going when they
Girl.
saw the painting. If y'all can spirit her away now, you could have spirited her away then. But now the damage is done. We have a fish on a hook, and police, call the police, call
Fish
the
on the hook,
ambulance.
Ashley.
And get her, because I'm sorry, I knocked my little ponytail. Listen, but it was funny because the way that she floundered, and I couldn't play the clip, but we got her out of here. And so now everyone is going, damage control. Everyone's going their respective spaces. Pastor and First Lady are going home, and we get into some rigmarole that we've been here before already. It's only been 4 episodes, and we've already had this conversation, but now it's, you think every man and woman in the church want me, and then it's, well, raise your son then.
What? Girl, this is ridiculous. We want to throw that cold coffee on that lady's back and give her 3rd-degree burns. Fine, whatever. It was the CGI steam for me coming off her back. I hated that. Like, just give them the damn money already. Now they have grounds to sue you, Naomi. Girl, what? Get her out of there. What friends? This back and forth in the car, this went on for so long.
It did.
How did they jump from, yeah, I see the way he looks at you. Why are you worried? You always worried about somebody. His wife was there. Where this, and what did you ever do for me? And it's all about the church, and you jeopardizing. You need to get Naomi out of your friends group. Well, raise your son.
It's like, what?
It was just like, I was like, Tyler, what is this writing? I don't know, girl. I don't know. They were arguing about nothing and something at the same damn time. It's like they're arguing around, like we're saying stuff, but we're mowing around the issue. Like, well, what do you need me to do? What do you need me to do, Rashida? Well, I just, if you could, go to church. I was like, what? What do you want me to do? What are you saying? It's me. So it's all, and like you guys are saying a lot, but nothing at all. I'm really wanting them to get to like, you sleeping with her and everybody knows it. I was like, can we please? Like, what are we talking about here? The main thing about the car ride was just, you're jeopardizing the money. If you weren't, all linked in when well, you didn't tell me, Frank. I thought we were all under the same guys that everybody knew that Frank was coming. Everybody didn't know that Franklin was coming. We knew as the audience that he was coming. Rashida, you ain't know. But stop worrying about it. When did he ever give to the church? He don't give a damn. You weren't never getting that money anyway, and you jeopardized it. And she's a ghetto. She's that, and she's my friend. And we can't even rock with her and believe it, because if she was that much of your friend, Rashida, you would have got her the hell out of there. I don't know. Girl, they're annoying.
They are extremely. So I'm sorry, they weren't on their way home yet. This was actually on the way to the hospital. Let's go over here to the hospital, honey. Look at my wife's back. The lukewarm coffee, the 3rd-degree burns. I'm taking my $5 million back Because why is she friends with your wife? Although
Girl,
she's been friends clearly the whole marriage, but now
girl.
it's a problem. And I'm looking at you sideways because that's your wife. And I'm questioning everyone in the friend group. And why
Oh,
is she your wife if she's friends with my ex now? I can't in good faith give you the money. Look at this back with these third-degree burns from the
girl,
lukewarm
that's
coffee.
hilarious. Hilarious. Who put that on there? What clip art did they put on that lady's back?
I
I
don't
hate
know.
it so much. Tyler's a goddamn menace and he must be stopped. It was copy and paste burn. Okay. When he allowed this man to disrespect Rashida in that hallway, I was like, all right, y'all mad and all this other stuff, whatever.
Oh,
If you're
God.
not gonna like defend her at these particular moments, like what's up? Why would you let him talk to your wife in like this in the hallway? Why you told me everything I needed to know about pastor, the good pastor, because it's really all about the money. Now we ain't gonna have the money we need to fix the church. Now we ain't gonna have, yeah, whatever he said to you and how he said it to you, it does not matter. I'm in this for reputation. I'm in here for a financial gain. I don't love you, Rashid. I'm like, okay, let's get to the divorce. Let's get on down to the divorce. He didn't have any booze to say. He was like, well, you are down there with Naomi, so if you could just get it together so we can get this money, Rashida, like just sit down, just go with just go with him, trying to send her off with that man, aka his lover. I don't know. This was diabolical, and the pastor can't never say nothing else to me. At this point, I'm just gonna be waiting for Rashida to escape. I don't think this man had any intentions of giving that damn money, and he was dangling that in the pastor's face. But I just want to know, do you want him to dangle something else in your face, Pastor? Because the way you was over here riding for that man and apologizing and praying all over those third degree CGI copy and paste clip art Microsoft Word burns. Jesus, it was real cute. But yeah, I think he's just in this and with Rashida for whatever he could gain.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can go ahead and go fast forward to that slide because I mean, I did have it. Because who you calling a B? Rashida, you're a first lady. I don't give a damn. He knew what he was doing. He was terrible. Who you talking to? Who you talking about?
Girl.
See, this why you're not about to get that 5 million because your wife's out of control.
Uh-huh.
Because you can't
Yeah.
control your wife.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, just anything to go further. Now we're going to the jail because Geneva says, I'm so concerned about Naomi. I have to be there for her because she's going to do jail time behind this. I don't have time to talk to you in the back seat playing Malcolm in the Middle because this is important. And Javon says, well, I know some judges. I can call some judges, but it'll be my name on the line. Well, do what you need to do. Tiffany, I need you to shut up.
Girl,
It's my man in this front
girl.
seat. You stay in the back seat.
Geneva's annoying. Annoying as hell, matter of fact. Like, cause who you talking to? If we do another one of these goddamn Malcolm in the Middle ass car rides, I swear. I know this is a little quick shot for Tyler. We can get everybody in the frame at the same time. Please don't do this. Have this toddler positioning of these grown ass people. But her shutting Tiffany down, this jealousy that she has, it has me concerned with like how far are you willing to take this, heifer?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna throw down all about this man? What happened when I get that D? Well, how you gonna act then? She probably trying to get it too. She probably be somewhere in there. Well, I know she ain't working it the way I do. Let me remind you real quick while William's away. For all we know, I don't know. Geneva's a weirdo. She's a weirdo. She could care less about anybody's Tiffany and all those good things. She's in this car because she wanted to see what this man was saying to this woman.
That's all it was. Not Michael didn't even have these type of burns in the Jacksons in American Dream, but coffee got her in need of a skin graft. Listen, back to Naomi gonna pay for pain and suffering. Watch. And so Geneva, of course, is down at the jail. I don't have time for this, William. My client is in the clink. Naomi, my first priority is her. Well, baby, I love you. Click. Geneva I don't think she ever liked him either. As much as we say Jefferson never liked Rashida, I don't think Geneva ever liked William. Ronrico is getting played over
Jefferson never liked Rashida. Franklin never liked Naomi. Geneva never liked William. Like none of these. That's the thing. Like there has to have been love here, Tyler, for these people to even get married in the first place. Like you can't tell me Franklin ever cared a damn about Naomi. Like, how did they ever get to marriage and children the way that they're at? And then he's standing there, yeah, she should have never tried to turn my son against me. Like, oh yeah, just throw that in there, Tyler. Go to hell. Get all of that out of my face. Like, this was so trifling. He can't wait. He's so giggity behind her. He love her. Like, yes, baby, girl, I'm gonna stay up for you. You got to get up. It don't matter, girl. I'm gonna stay. I'm where you want me to come down. No, just all right. Well, okay then.
Okay, all right.
It's all about that man down there with Tiffany. Girl, please. I guess so.
Javon. Of course,
I'm
we saw
scared.
Bridget. You know, William even gave Bridget a ride home that night. Had a great conversation. He said, "Baby, you do what you need to do. You know, for you. But you know that man's younger. You know what it is. But you know, coming at her like I said as a peer, which is not what we've seen with Bridget's character from any other lady. So it was nice to see that from William. But she gets home, of course, to her grown man child playing video games on the couch. And you know, baby, I got these flowers for you. He proceeds to give her some fake
Girl,
plastic
roses.
roses, not even silk roses, not even the good ones from Michael or Hobby Lobby. You know, he gave her just the Dollar
Ashley.
Tree ones, and then says, "Run my bath water. Show me how much you love me, Bridget." After he's been sitting on the couch all day, I've been playing Step and Fetch It all night for these people at the church house. Now I got to come home and run yo trifling bath water. Are you crazy as hell? And they would have us believe that he is tossing around major dingling, and I refuse to believe it. I know, Tyler, you be talking about the basement dwelling dingling and all that. He does not give that he is putting it down in any capacity that would make me run this Negro bathwater. It's just, it would never happen. Not in this lifetime nor the next, Tyra. Talk to me about this weird situation. Clearly she don't want to be here. Why is she here? What is this for?
I love the conversation with William. He talked to her like a peer. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I know what you're doing, but what are you doing? Like, sis, you know you deserve more than that. Like, you know this man isn't giving you, like, you see what I did, even though he deludes, you see what I did over there with Tiffany? Like, I fixed that. Like, you see, girl, you too can have some of that. Like, you deserve more, Bridget. It was very cute. And then we get here, she's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna work on it. And it's just like, really, babe? What you got for me? And he pulled them plastic ass 99-cent store flowers out of his, like, them just them the rabbit out of your ass hat flowers, the magician ass flowers. Where did you pull that from? Like, yeah. And just, so I know it's real, gone up there and run my bath water for me. So, like, girl, get rid of this loser. This says a whole lot about her character. I don't know if she has like low self-worth. Maybe that's what the curtsy was for, getting the coffee over there with Rashida. I don't know, but I don't want to see this too much longer. I hope she grows from this and entertains a different man real soon, or just entertains herself. Because, girl, please, not in my house, on my couch, playing the damn video game. Can't help with nothing, can't pay nothing. The dick look lazy, but I'm expecting you to stick around for what? Why would she be here? Tyler, give us something to go off of. Please. I hate this.
What my aunties used to say, Tyra, I can do bad by myself, honey. Didn't Tyler have a movie called I Can Do Bad by My Damn Self? I can do bad by myself. What am I taking care of you for? Dane, stop playing with me. Yes, you would, Ashley. You will run that bathwater and like it, sir. Now
Dane
you want to
needs
pop
a hobby.
up.
He
We
needs
didn't
a
have
hobby.
2 lives, Dane, and here you come at the end of the second one. Easing on down, we gonna get over here to this last episode. This, because, girl, shut up. After the whole, diatribe in the car, the back and forth situation for what felt like an hour
It was.
home, he gets out the car, goes in the house. He didn't open my door. He, he didn't he didn't open my door.
Releasing your worries, girl.
He always opens my door. It's really over, Tyra. It's really over, I guess. Girl, what did this mean? Was this significant to you? Did it mean something to you?
I mean, how much disrespect can you take before you know that you are not loved in this space, Rashida? He didn't even defend you when somebody called you out your whole name, ma'am. He sat there with a whole. He did not even just for whatever. For the most part, y'all relationships are really based on dynamics in y'all front of y'all marriage. Down at the Bible auction function for the church, he didn't even defend that. Like, this is a safe zone. Like, frankly, what you won't do is, be on this crusade here. Can you please have a seat, sir? No, he didn't even defend like the home front. He didn't defend you as a woman, a person, a wife, nothing. And then he sneaking with the deacon, like I said, and he didn't open my door. Girl, sign them papers. Where them papers at? And get a different lawyer. Please don't let it be Geneva, because she distracted. No, that's the least of her worries. But if she want to hobble over, he didn't open my door, girl, have at it. Have at it, please.
Girl, the way I cackled at that last scene, because girl, shut up. Shut up, Rashida. Girl, that's the worst. If he's busting it down with the deacon, him opening your door is not the worst thing possible. And I need mines to ride behind me. There's no way a man, period, gonna call me out my name in my somebody don't step about me. Not in this lifetime.
Because you the one who got Rashida down at the function. If you wasn't friends with her, I wouldn't have to be trying to defend you in the first place, and we would have had $5 million towards the church. Why do they always need some damn money towards the church?
Girl, the church got bills, I guess. But y'all, that was it in a nutshell, right? That was condensed, but that was Divorce Sistas, episode 4, A Line in the Sand, honey. What was the line in the sand, Tyra? And let the people know what you got going on.
There were plenty of lines in the sand. I don't know which one distinctively, but all right. Y'all, tomorrow we will be getting into some collective news, having a good old time with that. Please join us, and also join us if you're a member for our later watch-alongs. We should also have Squid Games coming down the pipeline, so be on the lookout for those lives, baby. And also, if we, happen to pop out with a Love Island situation, who knows? Be on the lookout. But yeah. Let us know how y'all feel about Divorce Sistas. Like, is it just us? Like, I really kind of checked out after he went on that tirade about Black women and why that white one was so much better. I was like, Tyler, you could do better than this. You can. And you went out of your way to, like, make that sting. Like, who is this for? Because it's Black women watching these shows. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I didn't like that, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I look forward to Rashida's divorce. I'll say that.
My divorce. But y'all, thank you so much for being here. Let me go ahead and leave y'all with this week's blockbuster movie night choice. And please make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. We're here every day, y'all. There's something for everyone. If this wasn't your speed, something else on the channel is, believe me. But thank y'all so much for being here, and we will see y'all in the next video.
Couldn't see. I'm off the battlefield. I'm doing shit that's gonna make me elevate. Only one people around that's gonna make me better. It's so good. They ask how I get that. And it's money and it's cheddar. My daddy got me down. I promise you never let it. I say fuck the man, that shit better. I'm a bust of beef and I'm so letter.